Hi, Mom. About my wedding. Dilly's has lots of requests. It will be out of our budget.
Oh? That's tough. You'll have to find some way to cut back.
I can't find anything anywhere. Dilly's wants the dress, the decorations, the food, everything on this plan. She said she wouldn't lower the grade.
Then you'll have to up the budget, and that's the only way. Do you two still have enough in savings?
That's impossible. After the wedding, we'll move into our new house. Moving expenses, new furniture and appliances. We can't spend any more of our savings.
But your wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. You'll use your savings if we don't have enough money for the wedding. If you want to avoid using your savings, take out a wedding loan.
Huh? Wait a minute, don't tell me you'll put me in debt.
You don't want to cut back, and you don't want to use your savings. Then you have no choice but to take out a loan.
I can't believe you are saying this to me. In times like this, you should be the one to pay for us.
What?
Your son needs more money. Just give me some cash. He'll never take out a loan.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me you've been waiting for my offer all this time.
Of course. And yet you never offered anything. I can't believe my mom is so useless.
Huh?
Dila's parents promised to help right away. When I told them about the wedding expenses, they immediately offered some help. But you are not willing to help us. I'm so embarrassed to have a mother like you.
Embarrassed. It's your wedding, and you should pay for it. You should not rely on someone else.
Then, are you okay if we get support from Dila's family? We'll have a wedding with no support from my family at all. I feel miserable as a groom. Have you ever thought about my pride as a man?
If that's the case, go ahead and do it without support from both families. Stop talking about your pride. If you can't afford your wedding.
Shut up. I'm your only son. And you don't even support me? I've been through so much because you and Dad divorced. And now you're refusing to help me.
What?
All my friends got help from their parents when they had their weddings. Dilly's also said that parents usually help some. You are the only one who is not willing to help at all. Please don't embarrass me.
Galvin, stop. I don't know you feel embarrassed because I'm a single parent. I've never made you struggle financially. In fact, I've given you many opportunities.
Then hurry up and help us with our wedding. If you say you've never made me suffer financially, don't say such a thing when you can't even do that.
Galvin.
Forget it. I was a fool to expect anything from you. You are a poor single parent, after all. You can't be generous like Dila's parents. It's so hard to grow up in a single-parent family.
1 hour later.
Hello. I'm sure you were joking. You didn't mean to tell Galvin to get a wedding loan, right? It's your adorable son's wedding. You will help some, right?
You two should pay for all the wedding expenses. You'll cut back and make an effort if you go over budget. It's not right to rely on other people's money.
That's crazy. Galvin is your only son. And yet you wouldn't give him some support? I hear some single moms have decent incomes these days. I thought you had some savings.
What?
I thought you'd help us because he is your only son. I didn't know you were really a poor single mom. I have to think about our relationship again.
Dillies. What on earth do you mean by that?
I meant I wanted to cut ties with you.
What?
I wanted to be a family with you since Galvin and I are getting married. I was going to take care of you when you get old. But I can't take care of you, who doesn't have money. And won't even help us with the wedding. That's too selfish.
Wait a minute. I have no intention of asking you to take care of me in the future.
Please don't talk nonsense. You are a single mom, and Galvin is your only son. Of course, you will depend on us when you get older.
I really don't intend to. I'd rather not cause trouble for my only son. I'm ready to handle things on my own.
Then please keep up that effort in the future. You don't have money. Don't think I will be kind to you. Well then, I'll let you go now.
3 weeks later.
You're a single parent with no money. I saw you dressed up nicely.
It's my son's wedding. I wanted to wear a nice dress.
If you have that kind of money, why don't you help us? You don't spend money on your only son. But you spend lavishly on yourself.
It's my son's wedding, and I should be presentable. Besides, I've written a check as a wedding gift for you guys. I won't be helping with the wedding, but I'm sure you won't complain.
What? Are you talking about the 500 check? It's not an amount of money you can be proud of.
What? Have you already opened the envelope? Before your ceremony finish?
Yes, I did. I checked yours as soon as I received it.
Wow. Don't you have common sense? People usually wait until they are done with the wedding.
You know what? Keep your common sense private. If anything, you need to have common sense.
Why would you say that? I dressed up well, and I gave you a decent gift to celebrate.
A 500 check is not enough. Are you making fun of us?
What?
My parents gave us $5,000 to help pay for the wedding. On top of that, they gave us another $5,000 today as a wedding gift. Compared to my family, you are only paying a miserable amount.
You know, Dillies. I'm sure your parents gave you a very respectable amount of money. But the amount of money for a celebration is not something to compare. 500 is a lot of money too.
You are so stingy. I would have forgiven you if you had given us more money. You have no right to be a part of this wedding. Will you please leave now?
What a person! Are you kicking out the groom's mother? You need to stop this.
You think you're so good, huh? Get out of here, you stingy single mother.
Well then, I'll take your word for it.
Go away as soon as possible.
Yes, I'll disappear as soon as you wish. But you'll regret it later.
Galvin is sitting next to me. He wants you to leave too.
Well then, you need to pay the regular fee later. I will get my 30,000 back.
Huh? 30,000?
Yes, that's right. As the groom's mother, I thought I might be able to help. I'll pay the 30,000. I asked the staff to charge you guys the amount after deducting 30,000.
Huh? You never told us about that. Galvin didn't know either.
I'm sure he didn't. I didn't tell anyone.
I don't understand. You should have given directly to the people you want to help. Why did you pay in advance without telling us? Why would you do that?
Maybe I should have told you guys. I should have given 30,000 directly to you guys. But there are people in this world who think that's too much trouble.
Huh? I don't understand at all.
Suppose I had given you 30,000 directly, right? Then both you and Galvin would feel obliged. Some people think money would create an unpleasant hierarchical relationship. Don't you think it's even more troublesome?
That's true.
I'm not too fond of hierarchies. I didn't want you guys to think I was doing this to gain your favor. So I decided to help out in secret. The manager of the wedding venue is my friend. She was willing to help me when I told her about the situation.
The manager told us we had won a special discount. They're offering a 30,000 discount to celebrate their 10,000th couple.
Oh, so that's what she told you guys.
Oh, no. But we were still over budget.
I was so surprised when Galvin told me about that. I thought you'd stay within budget after I put 30,000 in advance. But I understand after seeing the wedding venue today. The decor was as good as it could be, and the number of guests. That's a lot of money.
I mean, it is my once-in-a-lifetime wedding. I wanted it to be a big deal. But I just found out you had paid 30,000 in advance.
And then you kicked me out. That's really terrible.
I had no idea. I had no choice.
Do you really think that excuse will work? You thought I would help you guys a lot because I was a single mother? I disappointed you, so you had to think about our relationship? Your thinking is all wrong.
Well, it's,
As you wish, I will leave now. I'll ask for 30,000 back, and you need to return my check later. I don't have any money to give to people who would throw me out.
Oh no. So you want me to return 35,000? That's impossible.
Well then, enjoy the wedding for now. We can discuss refunds at a later date.
2 hours later.
Please, Mom. I need you to come back to the ceremony right now. You've got to be at our wedding.
Absolutely not. Dilly's told me to disappear. Who's going to attend a ceremony like that?
Dilly's told me about the money. I can't believe you paid 30,000 in advance. I'll make sure Dilly's apologizes to you. So please, can you come back? Don't make us do this.
You still don't seem to realize what I'm most upset about. Dilly's can apologize to me. But I'm more angry at you.
Oh, me?
You agreed with Dilly's when she told me to leave. Dilly's told me what you said.
Oh, no, that's not it.
I've lived my whole life thinking about you. I didn't want you to struggle just because I was a single mom. You know better than anyone how hard I've worked. And yet you are embarrassed?
Well, let's see.
I've encouraged you to work hard since you were little. You wrote me a letter when you moved to Boston for college. Thank you for always supporting me. I know you work so hard for me, and I'm just so grateful. I was so happy when I read your letter. That's why I wanted to help you out.
Oh, Mom.
But now I know that Galvin is gone. You're not worth 30,000 now.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying you should be grateful or respectful because I'm your mother. But I hate it when people take their parents' love and support for granted. Who would go to a son's wedding like that? You act as if you've grown up on your own. I'm all done with you.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. You were always so kind and devoted, Mom. And yet I said terrible things.
I paid the 30,000 in advance because I wanted to. Asking you guys to pay me back does not make so much sense. Take it as a severance package.
What?
So you don't have to return 30,000. But I'll make sure you return my check.
What? Wait. Does the severance package mean that you will cut us off?
Yes. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Goodbye.
20 minutes later.
You took the money from us. Please return 35,000 to us right now.
I didn't take it from you guys. I asked Galvin to return my check. And he told me he couldn't accept 30,000 either. You guys returned 35,000 to me.
Galvin did it on his own. I didn't want to return anything. I didn't even want to return the check. But Galvin said we shouldn't do such an embarrassing thing. He even borrowed money to pay for it.
Hey. You're newlyweds. You guys should get along. Now that you got rid of me, you two should get along.
Wait a minute. Don't just cut ties yet. We've already returned 35,000, so this deal is void.
What?
We can't do this. My parents have told me they're cutting me off. It's really, really bad to cut ties with you at this point.
What's going on?
My parents asked me why you left the wedding. I told them everything. I told them that I turned you away because I was disappointed with your 500 check.
What? You told them everything?
Then my parents were furious. They said they shouldn't have helped us at all. They took 10,000 and went home. They also told me to consider 10,000 as a severance package. They don't want to talk to me unless you forgive me.
That's what normal parents would do.
That's why I don't want to cut ties with you. I want to ask you to get along with me. But please, just forgive me.
I don't care. You said you wanted to cut ties with me. I just complied. There's no way I can forgive you for everything you said.
Oh, no.
Well, you and Galvin have to try to be a good couple. There's no one else to turn to if you're cut off from both parents. The only person you can count on is each other. Keep that in mind and do your best. Ultimately, their wedding exceeded the budget by $45,000. I received a refund of $30,500 from them, while Dilly's parents reclaimed $10,000. Their initial intentions included having a honeymoon and purchasing furniture and appliances. However, these plans had to be abandoned due to their accumulated debt. Dilly's was overcome with sorrow when she made the calls to cancel everything. Presently, they reside in an unfurnished room that even a minimalist would find surprising. They embarked on their married life by diligently tackling their debts and working together towards financial stability.